zoned out so like so much. And I got a notification as I was doing that. Something about old 80s music is significant. Old 80s heartbreak music specifically. And then I'm hearing Don't You Forget About Me. There's a lot of music coming through. So clear messages, please. Clear messages for the collective. What else do they need to hear at this time? Oh, you know what? I'm also getting another thing with the diamonds. I keep paying attention to the diamond and the all as well. It's like, even if you had disagreements with this person and you went your separate way, they fully understand that. And you do too. It's like all's well that ends well. So you're not overly extending yourself or abandoning yourself to prove something to somebody either, because seek clarity, not approval. This is something that you have an understanding of, collective, okay? Under freedom and expecting miracles, you do not expect a full like, okay, now everything is perfect, okay, now everything is gonna go my way. It's like, you have the freedom to choose. You have free will. And so if you need to move forward on your own, you do exactly that, is what I'm getting. Because what you're seeking is something, you're not of this world. It's like you seek truth and clarity in all things. So you don't need to outwardly or just like approve or like, yeah, seek anybody's approval for something. Somebody is seeing this in you. You're showing somebody, you're demonstrating to somebody this. Why did I say it like that? Somebody this. You're demonstrating to someone what this is. Our messages, please. Yeah, judgment. I don't know if somebody wants to come back around to you. They're afraid to be judged by you or vice versa. It feels like you have very, I don't want to say like untouchable, unreachable standards. Okay. It's something that you just exude, you embody naturally, and somebody that doesn't know you or even knows you can tell that about you. And it's not you being like so untouchable. It's just you having boundaries, it's not harsh boundaries. It's just standard boundaries. I feel like somebody here couldn't fully understand your boundaries and why they were there in the first place. Because this feels like very standard, like nothing like crazy. And I don't know if there's a situation that has gone on in your life where you're like, it's 1:33. You're like, I'm not going to abandon myself just to try to improve or get approved by this energy because they lack boundaries or because they lack, self-worth or fully loving themselves or just seeing themselves that they're, they possess that energy too, that they're able to do that too. Like, yeah, it definitely feels like somebody here kind of got lost in the communication of what you were communicating because they were so focused on like something that was really important to them. It seems like it was very important to them, but they lost their train of thought. They lost the end vision. They lost the end goal because of something that was just rooted in them at a very young age. That feels like if they were separate from that or they were taken out of that way of thinking, it felt like to them that they were abandoning themselves. Okay? It felt like to them that they were not showing up for them. They weren't valuing themselves if they didn't do it the way that they knew how to do it. You know what to do at the top of the deck. Let's go to the next part. Gonna like collective. I heard trilogy. This feels like a whole chapter in your life that you're either fully completing, or it just feels like something that is ending here. You're ending something. Because I heard Capulet and Montague. Clear messages, please. I'm seeing Eminem. Maybe that rapper could be significant to you. Maybe that's one of your favorite rappers. But like his career, like things that he went through, like the fact that not nobody, but like it might feel like you're just, very different, okay? But you have a lot to say, and people might not always agree with you. A lot of people might disagree with you. A lot of people actually might attack you. A lot of people might verbally talk crap about you. I don't know if it was this energy, but it just feels like something was pointed towards you or aimed towards you that was a perspective, or just like somebody just not fully agreeing with you, and that's okay. Okay. I'm hearing, I don't know what the song is. I'm hearing I am who I say I am, and that's why I say I am. I don't know what that's from. It sounds like something from like a kid's show or a kid's rap, or I don't know. You were like fully presenting who you were to something or someone, and it feels like they weren't either taking it seriously or they just weren't fully agreeing with it. Okay. Anything else? Clear messages, please. Baby, we can do it, take your time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Baby, we can do it, take your time, do it right. Do it, baby. Oh. Okay, it feels like for some of the collective, take it as it resonates, it's not going to resonate with all of you. Feels like somebody here needed to surrender to something or wanted to, but they were in the process of it, but they couldn't fully do that because they didn't want to fully give over their power to something or someone, or you, collective, because they knew what that entailed. They knew that it required to be vulnerable. They knew that it required to be open with the communication. They knew that it required a certain part of them that they probably weren't ready to offer or ready to give yet, okay? Collective, you, however, were very open to this. Whatever this was, you were very open to it. You were very like, okay, yeah, we can do this way, we can do it that way. Like you maybe even gave options. You maybe even like voiced your opinion or voiced your boundary, or just like voiced your expectations, or voiced your concerns, voiced your where you want things to go with it. And I don't know if it was too much all at once for this person or whatever this was for you, but it was like, you're too open and willing. Why? Why are you so open and willing? But it's nothing negative about you, collective. There's nothing bad about you. You being open and willing does not have anything, is nothing bad. It just shows how, authentic you are. It shows that you're able to tap into those vulnerable parts of yourself, and you're able to fully like present yourself in a way to accept an opportunity, or just like flow with it. It just seems like all is well, freedom. Like, I don't want to say you weren't as attached as this energy wanted you to be, but it feels like you are no rookie is what I'm hearing. So you knew when you needed to detach. You knew when things were gonna go south real quick. It's like you understood that if this thing wasn't gonna open up to you, you had no problem in walking a different way. I just heard walk this way, talk this way, walk this way. Any other messages, please? You got that fire inside of you, baby. You got fire signs and forward movement in the heart of your reading. Something about your fire, something about your spark just literally catches people by surprise. You say what you mean and mean what you say. At this point, that should not be a surprise anymore. Clear messages for the collective, please. Yeah, you're on the right path, okay? Don't let anything deter you from what you know you're doing in your life. But I'm getting more of your energy, collective. I'm not really getting whoever you're connected to's energy as much. Oh, Lord. Clear messages. Did I have something on my face this whole time? Okay. You have to mirror your joy. Yeah, you just want to do with what you love. You just want to dive into that. You don't want to fight. You don't want to feel restrained from just being open and being free and expressing yourself, how you need to express yourself, how you need to be heard. You don't want to be chained down to just things that don't resonate with you, things that literally just like are not you. Somebody tried to paint an image of you that doesn't even exist. They're painting an image of themselves or whatever they have going on in their imagination, okay? Because I'm getting projection. There was some sort of projection here thrown onto you, like painting a picture that wasn't even fully finished. It's like painting a picture that wasn't even finished at that. The painter didn't even finish the painting because they knew whatever that they were painting was a lie, was false, was not even the full picture. Yeah, inaction is the best action. Maybe this caused somebody to stop moving forward, somebody to stop, harmonizing in your energy. So you stopped, like maybe you got tired of it, like physically, it felt physically draining. You just went, I'm not going to, what was that thing Taylor Swift said that was such a big deal way back when? She's like, I'm not going to do something to the narrative. She's like, I'm not going to do something to the narrative. Something about that significant. You just made like one statement and then everything was like over. That's what it feels like, collective. You just did one thing and everything was just like, okay, that's done. Okay, so clear messages. Let's see, what else does the collective need to know at this time? I'm not going to contribute to this narrative. I don't know what it is she said, but that's very significant here, okay? Caution, goat, pause carefully, seek out and think through your options. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this felt on top of healthy communication and relationships. You started questioning and side-eyeing and looking at whoever this energy was or whatever this was for you. You started like, is this something that I really want? Is this something that actually I want to take with me on my journey? Or is this something that I need to drop off and just like leave it there? You know what I mean? And even if it's not a person, because I know I'm picking up on heavy mirroring, connecting with somebody, faded waiting at the bottom. This could be just like something that you want to do in your life that you didn't want attached to you anymore. You didn't want to be represented in that way. You didn't want to have people think that you did something in your career or something. Like you didn't want something following you is what I'm getting. You didn't want something just being attached to you like, okay, yeah, and that's me. But I'm getting that whatever this was, it wasn't anything negative. It was more so like, okay, if you think that's me, then I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna wear it and I'm gonna reflect it back to you. I was hearing sing because I keep getting Eminem, something about Eminem. It's like, okay, if you think that I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing, I'm gonna wear the wolf skin and I'm gonna like, I'm gonna walk in it. I'm gonna revel in it. I'm gonna dance in the moonlight with it then. Because if that's what you think, I might as well do it now. Like that's the energy I'm getting, like no shame. But it's not a negative thing. Whatever somebody wanted to paint it, whatever somebody wanted to throw onto you, it wasn't even about you. It was about what they see in themselves or how they felt in themselves. It's almost like a very basic kind of like example of it is like when, I don't want to say a cheater, but when somebody says like, did you just cheat on me? Like, have you been cheating on me? And asks you that question every single day or every other day or however many times they ask you that question. And you know that you're not doing anything of the sort. You know that you're always with that person. And you turn around and look and you're like, wait, why do they keep asking me that question? Are they doing it? It kind of turns it around. It kind of turns it back around on them. Like, why would this person think I'm doing it unless they're doing it, So it feels like maybe somebody threw some shade onto you. I'm hearing shade onto your name, maybe talked behind your back, maybe did some shady stuff and didn't expect it to come back around to them. But it also feels like this energy, for a lot of you, it's a person, okay? I got another notification. Again, I didn't expect this reading to be like almost an hour long. Oh my gosh. You guys tell me if you're tired of these like 30 plus minute energy updates because this is a lot. This is why I break it down in 2 parts because I don't expect to read this much energy, but the way that the information comes in for me, it's like I have to and I have to explain it because so it makes sense, okay? But it's like somebody here tried to lure you into something that wasn't even meant for you. This is an interesting energy reading now. It's just like it's like somebody here tried to throw your name somewhere and make you feel a certain way, but you knew like 5 steps, 10 steps ahead of time to not go down that hallway, 151, to not go down that hallway with them because you knew exactly what kind of energy they were. You knew exactly where they were leading it to, what they were trying to do, what they were up to. I'm hearing in the shadows. They were trying to hide. They were trying to mask. They were trying to deflect. They were trying to basically get you to react a certain way so they can prove something about you that wasn't even true. They wanted to paint themselves to be the bigger person or the person that's right. But you knew better and you just detached from that energy. You were like, okay, I'm kind of done with this kind of merry-go-round. If you want to see it a certain way, you see it a certain way. It's like maybe somebody here enjoyed a game, some sort of game here. But you're like, yeah, you can play with yourself now. I'm not playing with you. You can play with yourself. If maybe that's even more entertaining to play with yourself. I don't know. But yeah, let's see what other messages we got going on. I I don't hate it, but like I just don't like diving into soul draining energy because then that kind of lingers in the message, and I don't like reading on that, you know. But you know, you got to be aware of the energies around you, collective, and make sure you're cleansing your energy and detaching from things that make you feel like you have no energy and you're low energy and it doesn't inspire you. You need to stay away from that kind of energy, okay? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I'm hearing a lot of different things for the collective, so take it as it resonates. Not everything is going to resonate with you in these messages, but there is like people, energies that try to push you off of your journey, that try to, like, I'm getting a very specific, a very specific case where somebody saw the path you were going down. It reminds me of a bully in high school. Not in my own experience, but the ones that like you would like see in a typical teenage movie. It was like, okay, the bullies are with their gang and they're like preying on somebody by their locker, and that person is about to walk down the hallway to go to that class or go to lunch, and they're just like conversing with their gang like, okay, we're gonna do this. So they follow that innocent person down the hallway and start ganging up on them, or just keeping their distance, but like watching what they do so they know how to throw them off, so they know how to like jab at them, so it's just like, it's very like ill. This energy is just like, do you have nothing better to do with your life than prey on an innocent person because you're bored and you have nothing else to do? And you got no inspiration to go do anything, so you just prey on innocent energies. 155 as I say this, because you're lackluster and you're bored. I don't know what to tell you. Find something else to do, find something better to do. Go find, like, it just, I'm sorry, collective. I'm not even angry, it's just very sad that an energy would like try to target you in this way. Like, do you really have no will to do anything in this world or anything better to improve in your own life than prey on innocent energies and be like a vampire and just like try to suck them dry? Whoever this energy is tried. The thing is that they cannot, and they look stupid trying or even doing it in the first place. Yeah, I keep getting that scene just replayed, like somebody orchestrating a plan and just following you down your path, but never doing anything or never getting anywhere with it. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna do it this way, but nothing ever happens to the collective. It's like you can't touch the collective, not with their divine purpose and path, okay? Let's go to the next part. Anyway, when these kinds of energies like try to seep in, when these kinds of energies try to like seep into your energetic orb or field, collective, just continue to do what you're doing because you're very protected, okay? You're completing a cycle here that is just, you're leaving behind for the good. Excuse me. Something here could have purposely tried to slow you down, but that really, it didn't do much of anything. If only they knew. It kind of amplified your energy a little bit more, actually. You know, when somebody tries, and they keep bringing me back to Eminem, when somebody ever tries to talk about Eminem in a diss track or tries to come for him, and how he's just like so low key now, and if he feels like it's necessary to address that beef, then he will come out from where he where he's hiding, and he'll address it, and then he'll go back, because it's like I'm getting like a lion in its cave. Like you don't want to wake the lion, you know? Like if you do, you're gonna be torn apart to shreds, and then the lion's just gonna go back like it's another Tuesday afternoon for them. Okay? So what else? I feel like you tried to show whoever this was kindness, though, because I saw kindness. Something with your speech, too. They could have kind of tried to mess with that. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Yeah, you're going to shine regardless. There's no, like, there was no effect here. There was no effect. That took a turn. I felt like we started this reading with like love and like high hopes and just like carefree energy. Then that came in. There could have been, ooh, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. There was some sort of interference that happened with whatever this was. Okay, there was some sort of interference that was like draining bad. Okay, that was like trying to suck the soul out of you or this journey or whatever you're connected to with someone else. And it didn't work. That's the good part. However, what was that movie? What was that show? I forgot if this is a movie or a show. I don't know if this is from Stranger Things, but you know how once like they would defeat a creature, and it was paranormal, right? So they would kill it, but they wouldn't know for sure if it was fully dead. And sometimes that creature would come back in a different form, but it would attach itself to one of the main characters. It would always do that. And you wouldn't know till the middle of the season that it was attached to the character, and it would completely take over the main character. And so the main character would have to fight its own friends. And because it was so strong, you wouldn't know if you were really killing the beast, I wanted to say, the creature, or the main character. And sometimes you had to take that risk because you needed to destroy it because it was going to kill the whole town and all the people. And 9 times out of 10, the main character survives, right? They're always like, oh my God, we don't want you to die, so we can't kill you off, but we can kill the thing connected to you. It feels like something here was trying to latch on to somebody that you were connected to, and so you were picking up on the energy because that energy was kind of feeding it, and they didn't know that they were feeding it. It's like they were feeding it, and they didn't even know that they were doing it, or they I don't want to give this energy, like, I'm not trying to make up excuses for this person, but it does feel like this was a divine connection or a love connection because you got the lovers coming out. There was a disruption for a reason, okay? Maybe they didn't know they were feeding into it, but I'm hearing jealousy, rage, anger. And you're just here, collective, you're like, this almost makes me feel like you got judgment. I'm hearing that song by Beyonce, all night long. You're just here completely in love with what you're creating and what you're doing, walking down your path, and you don't know what's going on in the background with this other energy. It's 2:02 right now. All night long. Something is coming to the light, though. I feel like somebody got tricked. I feel like somebody, this is not going to resonate with all of you. So, I feel like somebody got tricked into doing something that they weren't fully aware of that they were actually getting into. That goes to say, like, should you make it your priority? Should you make it your business? Absolutely not. And that's not That's not like a, oh, you don't care. Oh, you're heartless. Oh, this. Oh, that. No. Who I'm speaking to, because I'm talking to a different collective. I'm talking to a couple different collectives. You know who you are, collective. So you know what you've been through, right? You know you've been through some things like that that's similar, maybe even worse. Barely made it out alive. So you know not to like sacrifice yourself just for the sake of it, okay? Yes, you can help people along not only your journey but theirs, okay? But don't ever sacrifice yourself for somebody to fully understand something about themselves, because then you're abandoning yourself. And this is not about them, this is about you, because everything is reflected to us because of ourselves, not because of them. It's because of us. We got to make sure we always turn inward before we go outward, because what we're doing inside is going to reflect outside. And if we're getting something that we don't want to see, something within ourselves that we're either pushing away or deflecting on or not really wanting to face, but be discerning, because the collective knows who they are. You know that even if some negative things are trying to come at you, some attacks, whatever it is, it's not what you're putting out. It's what's trying to come to you, because they have no life to live. They have no energy to suck from. They have no light in general. They're vampires. I'm hearing one life to live, that soap opera that comes on, but they have no life to live, is what I'm hearing. And I'm not speaking negative ill will against anybody ever, okay? There's just some deep, dark energies that literally have nothing better to do with their lives than soul drain people that have all the life in them. Anywho, you got Judgment as your last card. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. This is what you've been focusing on. This is what you've been doing, collective, and I'm really proud of you guys. There could be an energy wanting to come back around to you, but they're scared or afraid that they're going to be judged by you. But they are going to make small steps towards you. Just keep on shining, keep diving into your gifts that are coming towards you at this time. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama. Now listen. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Yeah, you are protected. You're divinely guided. What is that song from? Hitch. Oh yeah. They kind of want me to touch on that movie a little bit because of their perspectives, the man and the woman, the main characters in that movie. That could be kind of similar to what's going on in this situation if it's in regards to somebody that you're connected to, okay? That whole movie was about miscommunication and perspective and projection and understanding and relationships. So that could be significant for some of you out there. But yeah, there's no more deception in your life, right? Because you can tell the difference. So you're moving towards clarity. You're moving towards brighter skies. You're moving towards lighter energy, okay? Your vibe attracts your tribe. Something here could be building the momentum of something because you're fully tapped into something now, okay? yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that here for the collective. Please let me know how this resonates with you, if it at all. Again, not all the messages are gonna resonate with you, so don't force them to fit, okay? I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one.